Today I'll be going through the full guide and step-by-step process of setting up your Ledger Nano X. I'm going to teach you how to take full advantage of the Ledger Nano X so that you can store and transact your cryptocurrency in the most secure way known to humankind in this planet. And of course, this is a long video and that is a full comprehensive guide. So feel free to use the chapters and the timestamps below so you can watch the areas that you don't know particularly how to do. But I really recommend you watch from start to the end so you can comprehensively understand how to set up and utilize the Ledger Nano X. All of your private information and your private data is stored on the actual ledger itself, and it never actually goes onto any computer or the internet. It is by far the hardest way, in fact, nearly impossible for hackers to get into your Ledger Nano X. Hackers will have by far the most difficulty hacking into any cryptocurrency that is stored within your Ledger Nano X because they'll have the problem of not actually having in their possession your Ledger Nano X, which is a hardware wallet. Any kind of wallets like Metamask where you store all your information and of course your seed phrases on the internet is what allows hackers to be able to take your private information to access your wallet and to transact unapproved transactions. So no matter what wallet you use, do not ever share your seed phrase with anybody. In fact, make sure you store even the seed phrases, which you cannot remember off by heart, on a piece of paper in a secure location where only you will be able to access. And make sure that you do not link your wallets on any websites or apps, dApps if you like, because every time you link them, you're giving these apps access to your wallet. Even the established websites themselves have so many clone and phishing websites which look very, very similar to the original website, which will be the hacker's attempt to actually steal your money through the access and the approval that you will grant by linking up your wallet with these dApps. So the best thing to do is to double check the web address and make sure that you're linking your wallet up to reputable and original sources and dApps. Now, to tell you a little bit about the company, Ledger was founded in 2014. It has more than 3 million units sold across the world. And now it has emerged to be one of the most trusted brands when it comes to secure cold wallets, hardware wallets in the world. The Ledger Nano X now supports more than 1,800 different cryptocurrencies, and you can use 100 different cryptocurrencies at one time with Ledger Nano X, which means if you like diversifying, you need your Ledger Nano X. And of course, using Ledger, you can link up with your hot wallets, which is like your online Metamask wallet, so that you can have access to more diverse set of cryptocurrencies and blockchains and be able to use them with dApps that we love to use every day for staking, for yield farming, and for even NFTs. And you can do all of this while maintaining that high level of security that hot wallets simply do not give you the ability to do so. And of course, Ledger comes with a desktop and a mobile application to actually manage your wallet and where they will be linked up to. Of course, I will give you the link in the description below so that you will be downloading these applications from the correct sources. Of course, when you open up the box, there will be a link there as well. If you do happen to download it from other sources, there could be some compromises in your security. Ledger Nano X comes with a Bluetooth functionality, which will allow you to connect your Ledger with other devices without the requirement of cables. And the application is available both on Android and iPhone, so there's utility found in all mobile devices. To briefly give you a guideline of the difference between the Ledger Nano S and the Ledger Nano X is that the Ledger Nano X, you're able to hold a lot more cryptocurrencies at the same time, up to about 100, while the S you can only hold up to around about 3. So the Ledger Nano X is especially for you if you want something that is more on the go. You can hold lots of crypto and you can use it with your mobile phone as well. And of course, if you want to stick with the Nano X, then you are in the right place because I'll be showing you how to use the Ledger Nano X on all devices and platforms and be able to even connect with MetaMask at the end. So make sure you stay tuned till the very end. So without further ado, let's take a look at what's in the box. I'm about to do the Ledger Nano X unboxing. It's important that you compare what it looks like to what you have because there's actually a lot of scams nowadays where they send you a Ledger Nano X or you buy it from the wrong places and the device itself is tampered with. So if that was the case, then whatever crypto you put in there, the hacker's objective would be to actually steal everything that's inside your crypto wallet. Make sure you compare what is in your box with what came out of my box so that you can be certain of the fact that you have received the untampered and genuine Ledger wallet. It comes in a bit of plastic. Ideally, you wanna unwrap this, and then it slides out sideways like so. All right, you have an indented Ledger logo like this. And then when you open up the box, there she is. Okay, so this is the actual Ledger Nano itself. On one side, it says Ledger. And on the other side, it says resilience by design. Okay, that's what it says. They may put in different designs, I guess, because I did see a YouTube video that said some other Latin words, but that's what they look like right now. This obviously swings out like so. This is the back of it. This is the front of it. And there are some buttons you can press, and that is the ledger. Opening up the box, if you lift this section here, you will have some literature come out of this as well. And this here is, of course, you have your recovery sheets. You get 1, 2, 3 of those. You have the getting started, Ledger Nano X, use, care, regulatory statement, and of course some stickers to go along with your ledger. We're going to put these away, and of course this recovery phrase is going to be quite important to use later down the track. And of course you have your charger, which is a USB-C charger to your Ledger Nano X, which I believe here is the charging port right here. Once that's done, you open up once more and you have your little keychain to go along with your Ledger Nano X, which can just loop around this little cavity, I'd say, which just swings right through, and you can then carry that around wherever you want to go, or hook it up to your keychain. I don't know if you want to be doing that, because I'm somebody that loses everything, so just want to make sure that that you keep this in a secure place. But these are the contents of your Ledger Nano X. Make sure that nothing looks fishy or anything out of the ordinary. If it's your first time using it, you want to charge it up. So hook it up with the USB provided with the package, or any USB-C for that matter, and let it sit there and charge for a while before you get started with what we're about to do, which is to set it all up. Now that you got your Ledger Nano X, once you turn it on, I'm actually still charging at the moment, you will see that you'll be greeted by a welcome message. If it is not on, what you can do is you can just tap this black button like so, and it will come on. If you haven't done so, you can just press these buttons to navigate. That is all the buttons that you will actually ever have to use for Ledger Nano X. And the right button will then navigate your options to the right. The left button will navigate your options to the left. Holding both buttons down will be kind of like the home button, where you go back to the original screen. Moving forward, so Ledger Nano X, please press the right button to continue, press right. Ledger Live at ledger.com/start, then press right. Make sure you know that link. We're not going to do that just yet, but if you actually grab the literature that was received in the original packaging, one of the first things that you will see when you get started is the link itself, which is ledger.com/start, like so. It is so important that you download the Ledger Live Manager app from the original website. Otherwise, you might be having software on your computer that's been pampered with, and the purpose of that is very clear, is to steal your assets. With that being said, let's actually move next. Okay, use buttons to navigate menus and lists. Thank you very much. Press both buttons to select. That's what it does. Hold both buttons at any time to go to Control Center or Power Off and more, like so. Start Ledger Live for help during setup. Setup as new device. Restore from recovery phrase. Reminder, press both buttons to select, confirm and cancel. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to set up this ledger as new device. So we're going to press both buttons to select that option. Choose pin with 4 to 8 digits. Okay, we're going to press both buttons. What we're going to do is we're going to select the pin. And the way it works is that the right button will increase the number, and the left button will decrease the number as well. So let's say we select 4, we got to press both the numbers together. If you make a mistake on this one, say we didn't want to choose the 4, one of the characters options that you can select is actually the back button, the backspace, which then you can press both buttons together, and that will then take us back to that 6. By doing this, we're going to set up a pin that is 8 digits long. However, if you don't want an 8-digit pin, you can actually finish a bit earlier with a simple 4-digit pin. And one of the options that you will have in there would be a check mark, which we will select to actually finalize your pin setup, and that will become your pin code. So you can continue with these steps to set your own password up and to set up your new wallet. I'm just going to do this off screen. The step after would be to confirm your PIN, so make sure you typed out the same PIN that you've put in just before. In the next step, your ledger will show that you need to write down your recovery phrase. Press both buttons to continue, and there will be 24 words that are being generated, and your job is to write every single one of them down and be able to memorize them. And make sure you never tell the secret phrase to anybody. So I'm going to press next. You can press both buttons to continue, and that is my first word, and I will be writing that down all the way to word number 24. This, of course, is a pretty long step, so make sure you're patient and you take your time with this one because it is a very, very important part of the process. Make sure you write down all your seed phrases just like I have, but do not share it with the rest of the internet. Once you've written down your seed phrase, the step that you'll be able to see on your ledger will be that you can go left to actually look at all your 24 words, or you can press both buttons to continue. And yes, you guessed it, the next step would be to confirm your recovery phrase. So once you've seen that one, you press both of these words and the same words will show up, and all you have to do is you have to go through all of your words and select them in the right order to be able to confirm your recovery phrase. So I'm going to do that off screen. Once you do all of that, you will say that your recovery is now set, and make sure to keep your recovery phrases in a secure place. After that, you want to press next. There will be a bunch of warning messages that you need to hear, so make sure you read every step of the way. It will remind you once again never to share your secret phrase with anybody, so make sure you do not do that, and I've stressed that enough times in this video. At the end, it will say that your device is now ready, and you can press next once your device is ready. At this point, what you want to do is you want to jump on your computer and you want to download your Ledger Live app so that you can take the next steps from your computer. And I recommend you to set up your Ledger Nano X from your computer first before you get on your mobile app. As I said before, you want to navigate to ledger.com/start. Once you're in there, you want to press download for your Windows, if Windows is what you use, or Mac, if Mac is what you use. Once you've downloaded your Ledger Nano X, you want to double click and start your installation. First time opening up your Ledger Live, this is what it will look like. All you have to do is you have to get started. And of course, you want to agree to the terms of service and privacy policy, and you want to read every single word. You enter the Ledger Nano app and it will ask you what device you have. Of course, with today's video, it is the Ledger Nano X. And it will say, is this your first time using your Ledger Nano X, or already have a recovery phrase, restore your recovery phrase on a new device? And of course, it can be your first time using your Nano X, but we already have a recovery phrase. And if you have been following this video along, you would have already got a recovery phrase, which is the set of recovery phrases that we've written down before. So let's start by connecting your Ledger Nano X. There will be a warning message that says if your Ledger Nano X came with a PIN code or recovery phrase, it is not safe to use and you should contact the Ledger support. And of course, in the unboxing video, you have seen that none of the sheets actually came with any PIN codes or any secret phrases, which is a telltale sign that you may have been scammed, but it was clear from all of those. So we're going to say that yes, continue. There's nothing wrong with it, of course. So of course, on the left-hand side, all these checks that you're doing, well, these checks of all these steps have already been completed because we have done that just using our devices as soon as we opened up our device. And of course, we are now connecting the Nano, and what this app is going to do is going to check the genuineness of your device. And I highly recommend you do this so that you know that you have received a Ledger Nano X that has not been tampered with, and it is going to offer you the best and maximum security that you need to store and transact your assets in cryptocurrencies. So we're going to click on Check Nano X, and this will be the moment of truth even for me. The Ledger Live interface will ask that the device be unlocked. So we will unlock the device and we'll be entering our PIN to connect the Ledger with your computer. Here, the process is exactly the same. You will navigate your numbers with the buttons right and left, with each button that allows you to select the number for your PIN. It'll be the exact same PIN that you have set up before, and it'll be, of course, in the same length that you have set up before as well. And to confirm each number, you will be pushing both buttons. Okay, so I have just put in my PIN. And it now came up on the screen to actually allow Ledger Manager. I'm going to now push on both of these buttons to select this option. If everything is good, your interface on your Ledger Live will say everything is good and genuine and ready to use with Ledger Live. Once you see that option, you want to press continue. You will see that there is actually a firmware available. I recommend you to update your firmware before you do anything else. So make sure you go update your firmware by following the prompts available on the screen. You can go to Manager. You can click on I have my recovery phrase and you can press continue, and it will run through its course to update your firmware on your Ledger Nano X. You will then allow the update through your Ledger Nano X like so. Okay, once your firmware is updated, it will show that to you on your Ledger Live app. You can close out of this. Okay, so now that you've done that, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and install all the different apps that you want the ledger to be used with. So I would install the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, and of course the Binance, because they're the most common ones to be able to use. There are other exciting apps that we can add, such as XRP, Solana, Cardano, Avalanche, Dogecoin, Polkadot, Near, Polygon, Crypto, the CRO, which is Kronos blockchain, Litecoin, Cosmos, Tron, Bitcoin Cash, Algorand, Stellar. I mean, the list goes on. And as you can see, there is a very, very long list of apps that you can download onto your ledger. But for the sake of this demonstration, I'll be installing just the top 3 blockchains, which are your Bitcoin, Ethereum, and your Binance. Now that you've got all your apps installed, what you're going to do is you're going to then add some accounts under these apps that you've installed. So press add accounts, and you just have to follow the bouncing ball as you go along. And make sure you keep an eye on your Ledger Nano X wallet to see if it asks for any other verification or any kind of confirmation. Right now it's asking me for a PIN, so I will whack that on just right now. And it will ask us to open the app that it belongs to, and right now we're trying to set up an account for Binance Smart Chain app, so we will just open that app by pressing both the buttons to confirm the opening of that app. And when you add a new account, you can just put your different names on your new account. So Binance Chain, we can name it Binance Chain, for example, Binance Chain main, okay? And you press add account, and your account was added successfully. Now, once that's done, you can just press done. Once that's done, you can navigate to your accounts on the left-hand side, and then you will see that there's a Binance Smart Chain main wallet that's in there. So you can press on this one here, and then you can press receive to see your wallet address. So it will say that please only send BNB or BEP20 tokens to your Binance Smart Chain accounts. Sending other crypto assets may result in permanent loss of funds, and that is because that's how blockchains work. You have to send cryptocurrencies within the same blockchain. You press continue. And once that's done, you will see that there is an address that's right then and there. So you can just copy this, press this button to copy that address exactly. And of course, you can look at your Nano Ledger X to actually see the address that is verified in there. And you can also make sure that they match across your computer and also your Ledger Nano X as well. Once you copy that, you can then send a cryptocurrency to this address, of course, within the same network. Once that's done, you can press approve, and then that address has been shared securely, and you press done. And what you can do is you can send your cryptocurrency to this wallet. And I'm going to demonstrate that right now by opening up Metamask from the Chrome or Brave extension Metamask. Pressing that, you can press send, and you can paste the address that you copied from your Ledger Live app, and you can send in some BNB 0.02, let's say. You want to press next. There's a little bit of gas fee applicable with that one, but you guys are worth it. The blockchain will take a little bit of time to send your cryptocurrency to your Ledger wallet. Once the transaction has been confirmed, you will be able to see that your account, your Binance Smart Chain main account, should have some cryptocurrency coming in. All right, there you have it, guys. 0.02 BNB has entered into your account. And so there you have it, guys. So this is how you set up your Ledger Live on your PC to be able to manage and control your Ledger Nano X. And now we're gonna look at how we can set this up on your mobile phone. We've got the Bluetooth enabled. Make sure you head to the App Store. Once you're in the App Store, you wanna search for Ledger Live. And make sure you download the original Ledger Live Web3 wallet. So the best thing for you to do is if you just head over to the main menu and you can get onto the app and services, press downloads, and once you're in there, you can press mobile and head over to the App Store, which will then take you to the, of course, the original and the untampered, non-scam source where you can download this app. If this is your first time, then you can just follow these exact same steps. Press open. Yep, okay to Bluetooth. Welcome to Ledger. You want to get started. Terms of use and policy. You want to say, and I'm just like pushing the buttons on the Ledger just in case it locks, and I don't want to be bothered to put the new password in there. So you want to enter the Ledger app, and the setup is quite similar to what you would have experienced on your PC. This is of course the Ledger Nano X, and connect your Nano. You want to make sure you connect the Nano. You want to press continue. And you want to pair your Nano. You want to pair this Nano, and you want to connect this via Bluetooth. So detect your Nano automatically. The Bluetooth is enabled on your Nano. Add new Ledger Nano X. Press settings, and we're going to say allow new connections. Now the Ledger Nano is unlocked and the Bluetooth is enabled. So we're going to press on the Ledger Nano, and you want to make sure that the code is matching. Confirm pairing. The code I see on your Ledger Nano should be the one that matches with your phone as well. So you want to press pair. So once you're in there, the device authentication check will continue, just like you have done so on your PC. Okay, so your pairing has now been successful. You want to press continue, and you want to open your Ledger Live on your phone, and it will say that you don't have any accounts and whatnot. So we want to press add accounts, and you can go to your one of three. Binance Smart Chain is one that we had, so we're going to tap on that button. So we want to open Binance Smart Chain app on your device, and just by navigating on your Ledger Nano X, you should be able to open your application, which is your Binance Smart Chain app, and then you will say that your application is now ready. Your phone will say that it is now synchronizing. And there you have it. You can now see that your Binance Smart Chain first wallet, which has 0.02 BNB in it, is now visible on your mobile phone as well. You can press continue, you can go to your accounts, and you can open that up, and then you press receive as well, and you should be able to see your wallet address once again. And of course, you want to verify that same address on your device, and of course, you can just copy that address and you can share it to other people so that they can send money or assets or other cryptocurrencies or even NFTs onto your wallet. So now that's how you set up your Ledger Nano X on your mobile phone. Now we're going to learn about how we can set up the Ledger Nano X with your Metamask on your PC or any other Chrome browser or wherever you may access your Metamask from. For this exercise, we're now going to hop on over to our wallet. Now, whatever wallet that you have on your Metamask doesn't really matter. You're going to press this profile looking thing, and then you're going to press connect hardware wallet. Once you jump into that, you're going to select the hardware wallet that you wish to connect with. And of course, in this case would be Ledger. And you want to plug in your Ledger wallet like I have done so, as you can see on the screen. And I'm going to press continue. Once we see that wants to connect the HID device, I want to make sure that I press connect. And the hardware wallet is now connected. It's under Ledger Live and it's a 0.02 ETH. Of course, that is the wallet address that's associated with your Binance Smart Chain. So I'm going to press that, and you want to press unlock. And that is now going to be imported into your wallet now. So once you have that, you will see that there is Ledger 1 with 0.02 BNB inside of it. And that is the account that we have 0.02 BNB with as well. Just note that the address here, this Ledger address, is exactly the same Ledger address as the one that we see in our wallet. So if I press continue on this one, and yep, so C89 is what my wallet address ends with. I'm just going to confirm that and approve that on my device, press done. And with the C89, it also ends with the same address as you can see on Metamask. And using this, you can get on your dApps and you can get on your DGen farms and the rest of it. And so there you have it, guys. Ledger Nano X is definitely by far the most secure hardware wallet that you can ever have. If you check out the link in the description below, you can get yourself a shiny new one of these, and that will get you started on a very brand new journey where you can actually transact your cryptocurrencies and store your cryptocurrencies with a peace of mind. Hackers are literally everywhere. I am also a victim of many hacks. That is simply the way of blockchain technology right now. Hopefully things will improve, but having this kind of ledger certainly is helpful for you to store your cryptocurrencies as well. This, of course, is a fully decentralized Web3 wallet as well, so it's not like there's any personal information being shared with this particular use of the hardware anyway. So I highly recommend that if you're going to treat your crypto journey quite seriously, and even if you might not treat it seriously, I really recommend you to get yourself one of these. The price of these Ledger wallets is so much lower than the potential loss that you may serve as a serious or even a beginner trader. So make sure you get yourself one of these so that you can hold and transact your cryptocurrencies while taking full control of your credentials offline, where the hackers simply cannot touch it other than to, I guess, raid your house and steal your wallet, and also to steal your seed phrase as well. That, of course, is the end of my video. If you found this kind of content helpful, and if you'd like any other further clarifications on this tutorial, please leave them in the comments down below. If you haven't done so, make sure you buy yourself a Ledger, because that's gonna save you a lot more money than the money that you spend on this device. Thank you so much for sticking through till the end of this video. And of course, if you're interested in this kind of content, make sure to ring that notification bell and make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, so that you can stay updated with the latest, the fanciest, the safest, and the most profitable in cryptocurrency. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.